Hello, could you lend me your ears for some minutes? I have a mesmeric package for you about education matters. Recently, a veteran Nollywood actress, Patience Ozokwo, bagged a doctorate degree in theatre and media arts at the Achievers Networks Academy in the United Kingdom. The accolade was bestowed upon her in recognition of her significant contribution to the Nigerian entertainment industry. Alongside fellow Yoruba actors such as Adebayo Salami and Jida Kosoko, Ozokwo was celebrated for her pivotal role in shaping Nollywood into a global phenomenon. Their efforts in mentoring emerging talents, promoting African culture through films, and their iconic performances were highlighted during the ceremony. Take a look. In the same vein, a second Nollywood actor, Maurice Ndobweze from Imo State, is trending because he reportedly looked up to a professional medical line. He took a professional medical line, I mean to say. In his movie days, especially movies about college and school, Maurice usually had a funny accent and dress code like he had returned from America. And today, it is said that he is a medical practitioner and even an evangelist. Drawing your minds backwards, in 2016, Alex Ozokwo, one of the giants in Nollywood, also bagged a doctorate in social work. Alex Ozokwo is renowned for his numerous villainous roles in many movies. He holds degrees in mass communication and philosophy from the University of Lagos before proceeding for master's and doctorate at Babcock University in Ogun State. But look, this video is not about biographies of Nollywood actors. No, it's about articulating correct or proper use of certain titles ascribed to certain persons in Nigeria as justified by certain laws. You know, as human beings, we usually desire titles to be attached to our names. Titles attached to names often carry significant social, professional, and personal value. Now, when you look at these three Nollywood actors, you see three persons who have acquired a doctorate but cannot act in the same capacity and do not also bear the same titles. Patience Ozokwo has acquired what is called an honorary doctorate. An honorary doctorate is a degree awarded to individuals to recognize their exceptional contributions to a specific field or society at large. This type of degree is typically conferred by a university, a college, during a special ceremony, such as a commencement. Recipients of honorary doctorates are often distinguished figures in various fields, including arts, sciences, politics, business, and philanthropy. However, did you know that attaching the appellation of doctor to Ozokwo's name could be a misuse of titles and could attract civil or criminal penalties? According to Olushola Anenkan, an activist and lead advocate for Sholank Rights Initiative, falsification of academic credentials is a criminal offense under Section 463 of the Criminal Code Act 2004. The violation attracts imprisonment of up to 14 years or fine of up to 500,000 naira. Also, misinterpretation of academic qualifications is a violation under Section 10 of the National Universities Commission Act 1974, and the punishment for it is a revocation of a degree or 1 million naira. And finally, unlawful use of academic titles is criminal under Section 18 of the TRCN Act of 1993. The punishment is a fine of up to 200,000 naira or imprisonment of up to 2 years. So how then can you properly address Patience Ozokwo? As a matter of fact, When writing her name and you want to accord her some respect, the correct form is on D Theatre Art, which means Honorary Doctorate in Theatre Arts. In other words, you can call her Mrs. Patience Ozokwo, but you cannot call her Dr. Patience Ozokwo. Now, having said this, there are only two instances when it is justifiable and acceptable to use doctor to address a person. The first instance is when a person has studied medicine and earned a medical degree in a university. For example, if the Nollywood actor Maurice Ndubweze is truly a medical doctor, then he will be addressed as Dr. Ndubweze. This title is used to acknowledge his professional qualifications and expertise in the medical field. Then the second instance in which appellation could be used is when a person has undergone certain academics courses, or usually after his first and master's degrees, and then desires to proceed further to acquire higher degrees either in the same field or related field. For example, the Nollywood actor Alex Osifo underwent an academic session at Babcock University where he grabbed the Doctor of Philosophy in Social Work. Therefore, he could correctly be addressed as Dr. Osifo. Hope you now understand. Now, moving forward, the Igbo community in New Zealand has bestowed honor on Elizabeth Isishe, a distinguished professor of history, for his numerous pieces of literature on Igbo history. The 90-year-old Elizabeth was born in New Zealand, but got married to Peter Isishe, a man from Asaba Delta State, Nigeria. Elizabeth has taught at African universities for 16 years. 9 of these universities were spent as professor of history at the University of Jos, Nigeria. Presently, she is a professor of religious studies at the University of Otago in New Zealand. Now, take a look at this white woman who is passionate about the Igbos more than you are.
I'm Elizabeth's eldest son, but my brother, Ben, is there. Emeka is wearing the nice red shirt. My sister, Chinya, is there. And my wife, Patricia, is there. And my 2 children, Usita and Chinedu, are in the back. My mom is quite well known. It's very strange to be better known in another person's country than in your own country. So my mom isn't very well known in New Zealand, but if I say the name Isiche anywhere I am in Nigeria, everybody asks me, are you related to Elizabeth? And many people don't realize she's white. So it's a complication. And I negi bu onye ọcha. Makwa na negi bu onye ọcha o. Divine, obro onye ga agwa African nasu. Ị ga agwa nfa. Okay, obro ka na asụ asụsụ anyị ka na aga. Ị mana oge nna m chọrọ ịgba akwụkwọ, a na-agwa ya na ịma gị na onye ọcha ma gbakwa akwụkwọ. Ị ga-achọtakwa onye Igbo. Maka ịnụ onye ọcha ịbụga efulefu. Ị na-agọ n'iyi. A na-ebe akwa na Asaba. Na-ebe akwa na Asaba si n'ezulugo Peter o. Peter anago n'iyi. Unu afụghị ya. Ụkwanye ahụ na ebe a. Ịma ndị be anyị na-asị na agadi nwaanyị kala nka. Gịnị etie? Ọ bụ unu si ka nsụgba. Na-ajụ ụlọ. Agadi nwaanyị kala nka. Elozie ga ji akụ wee lụọ anya ọbịa. Ọgwa nna anyị. Ọ bụrụ obele ife ekonomi tata. Mmasịrị na-asị ọ bụrụ obele ife ekonomi tata. Anyị ekene ụnụ niile. Nugo, daalụ sọ. Ọ bụ na be anyị atụ na daalụ sọ na ndị Asaba asị daalụ sọ. She used to drive, so there are younger people who are here. Ama no na ada asụ Igbo ọfụma. Mana there are younger people here. My mom used to drive from Enugu to Nsukka on her own. There are very few people as well that leave during a civil war to go back home. They went home. My mom and dad went home in 1971, 72, once the civil war finished. So to give you some context, that's like you planning now to leave New Zealand and go back to Afghanistan or to go back to it doesn't make sense. So I think that it really means a lot to her. It means a lot to all of us today that you guys have supported us like this. Family, we just want to thank you. Inugo, that was so. I appreciate it.
Very good indeed. Some people have expressed the concern that Igbo governors should have sent representatives to New Zealand to pay befitting respect to her. No, to take the time to document the history of one of the most resilient and egalitarian tribe on earth is not as easy as ABC. Elizabeth, she deserves to be immortalized even while she is still alive. Anyway, that's all I have for you on the editorial thoughts. If you like this video, do not hesitate to subscribe to the Diaspora Digital Media, make your comments, hit the like button. I remain Otra saying, Tochukwu Raphael. Thank you.